Hello, our fellow EV enthusiasts. Welcome back to our YouTube channel where we shed light on all the juicy EV news. Today's video is going to be a bit different than the rest. Today we will talk about the delivery industry, which is how the launch of EVs is disrupting the delivery market. With the increasing production and demand for EVs in the automobile industry, the logistics and delivery industry is facing the biggest challenge of all time. There's a huge paradigm shift in logistics and transportation models from the emergence of online commerce. This shift is the result of new requirements from the customers, such as on-demand delivery, last-mile delivery, location tracking, and hyperlocal delivery. The delivery industry is trying to meet such requirements and has been working towards adopting environment-friendly and sustainable technologies based on electric mobility. In easy words, EVs have the potential to disrupt the delivery industry. But is it a good thing or a bad case for traditional methods in the delivery industry? Keep on watching this video to find out. Now the emergence of EVs is innovative. And of course, it was meant to challenge the norms of the logistics industry. It might seem like this new change is bad, but there are various positive factors involved that make electric vehicles perfect for the delivery market. The first one is the major reduction in the cost of ownership. Yes, the overhead cost of electric vehicles has decreased significantly thanks to the introduction of government policies. Moreover, with the adoption of new technologies in the EV industry, such as the battery swapping technique, the batteries can be considered as an entirely separate entity and can be owned by third-party energy operations. This makes the upfront overhead cost decrease drastically. Naturally, this reduction in costs of ownership ends up promoting the sales of EVs. The delivery market can gain a huge advantage from this fact. Enough about the cost, let's discuss something serious. We all are aware of the fact that the logistics industry is the biggest contributor of air pollutants because road transport emits toxic gases into the air which pollute our environment. Moreover, conventional vehicles used for deliveries are also a big source of noise pollution. Imagine how much pollution that could be prevented if the delivery industry embraced electric vehicles. Electric mobility can play an important role in the logistics industry and effectively eliminate the environmental issues created by internal combustion engine vehicles. Additionally, electric vehicles tend to use less energy in stop-and-go city traffic. They operate smoothly and quietly since they lack an exhaust system, resulting in a decrease in noise pollution alongside air pollution. Moreover, electric mobility's high-quality performance and convenience make them a compelling choice for high-priority courier services. It's clear that electric vehicles, instead of gas or fuel-powered vehicles, not only reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but also end up decreasing the running costs, aka courier services won't have to bear the fuel costs. Due to the continuous surge in fuel prices, the running costs of conventional vehicles have a new high. Electric vehicles, on the other hand, are an excellent choice in the last-mile deliveries since they can cover the same distance as conventional vehicles at a much lower running cost. Another plus point for electric vehicles in the delivery industry is the lower maintenance requirements. EVs require much lesser maintenance and service checkups, such as oil changes, spark plugs, fuel tanks, etc. This easy integration of new technology in EVs encourages the adoption of EVs in the delivery industry. EVs also allow an easy integration of modern technologies used in deliveries for fleet tracking and optimization, which makes it more economical and effective for courier services. For instance, it's easy to track useful information about the electric vehicle, such as its battery health status, life cycle, charging, etc. It's easier because of the software and sensors incorporated into the EVs. The transition towards EVs from ICE, internal combustion engine vehicles, is an inevitable advancement that will take place sooner or later, and it will be here to stay. When that time comes, gasoline and diesel-powered vehicles will eventually become irrelevant and ruled out. The world keeps aiming for carbon neutrality in the future, therefore. EVs' impact on supply chain deliveries will become more green as time passes by. This change is also encouraged and motivated by the governments around the world. EVs are the future, and governments around the world take valuable initiatives to support the emergence of EVs in the logistics or delivery industry. More and more countries are providing subsidies and tax incentives for EV buyers, which makes the purchase costs compete with the traditional gasoline vehicles. An example of this is China and the UK. China offers a subsidy of up to $6,000 for buyers of EVs, while the UK provides a grant of up to $3,000. In the US, the federal tax credit of $7,500 is offered to people who buy EVs. This can be a game changer for courier and logistics services since the government encourages the purchase of EVs wholeheartedly. Another good initiative taken by governments is the help they provide in building a charging infrastructure for EVs. Norway's government has established a wide network of charging grids where electric vehicles are never more than 50 kilometers away from a public charging station. Aside from investing in charging infrastructure, some countries are also offering incentives to businesses that install charging stations. For instance, Germany provides a tax incentive to businesses that build charging stations in their parking lots. Moreover, the Dutch government offers a subsidy of up to €5,000 per charging station. This promotes the EV trend more and more. Another push factor towards the adoption of EVs is the implementation of emission zones, LEZs, that restrict the entry of polluting vehicles, such as older diesel and gasoline cars. This government policy not only encourages the adoption of EVs, but also aims to improve air quality. The Ultra-Low Emission Zone, ULEZ, has been introduced in London, which orders that cars, vans, and motorcycles meet emission standards or they will face a daily charge. These were the many motivating factors that initiated a green trend in the logistics and delivery industry and encouraged the adoption of EVs. Now that we think about it, many leading logistics and online delivery platforms have started to adopt electric mobility, given the benefits this offers in terms of both better economics and higher sustainability. For example, the logistics leader FedEx plans to purchase only electric vehicles by the year 2030, and the brand recently signed an agreement to add about 120 electric vans in the US. Another big logistics brand, DHL, announced its plans to build the world's first all-electric air cargo network. EV100, a global initiative by the Climate Group, has encouraged over 100 of the world's leading companies to transition their fleets to EVs and install EV charging for staff and customers by the year 2030. The company plans to make the transition to EVs easier by enabling an ecosystem made of EV players, battery manufacturers, and the government. Amazon Inc. has also announced its plans to add 100,000 electric vehicles for delivery by the year 2030 in order to reduce its carbon emissions since the brand signed the climate pledge. As EVs are growing in popularity, many nations such as England and China are adopting EVs as a more energy-efficient mode of transportation and on-road delivery method. The EVs are continuously improving the delivery industry and taking over the market as the prediction facilities boom worldwide. Overall, EVs are surely disrupting the delivery and logistics industry, but in the best way possible. With governments around the world investing in infrastructure, courier services will soon adopt EVs as their sole delivery vehicles. The commercial market is already progressing towards the electric and greener future. According to our predictions, EVs will reshape the delivery industry and cause an influx of positive outcomes with their innovative technology. You can definitely expect to see a significant increase in the number of electric vehicles on the road in the years to come. This brings us to the end of our video. We enjoyed talking about the future of our delivery industry and how EVs will reshape the traditional modes of delivery for many supply chain companies. See you in our next video. Until then, keep rocking our favorite EV enthusiasts. Safe travels.